Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification, and I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That 40-ish and under dollar range, most of these, way less than that. Good number of these you can find at your local rack stores, and you'll find this one at Walmart. That's right, it's another Belcam fragrance. And real quickly, without talking too much, I'm talking about G.O. Black. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. So these bottles are kind of light, so if you drop them they will probably break because I don't think it's very thick. The atomizer caps are really cheap and light, a little bit of like aluminum on the outside, plastic in the center. The atomizer itself actually squirts out a good amount of juice, which is nice. So if you didn't already know, this is an Aqu di Gio Profumo clone. And if you don't know what that smells like, I'm going to let you know what this one smells like and then how it stacks up against the original. So this one's going to open up with like a blast of fizziness. It's got fizziness and sage and bergamot combination right up top, right out the gate. And then you start getting some of the salty marines along with like sticks of incense. More than like the smokiness, it's like the sticks, those big like nag champa and stuff like that you find in those Middle Eastern corner stores. Like those kind of incense kind of vibe with the marines and that bergamot. There almost seems like there's a hint of mandarin in here to me. That's just me. And this also has a little bit of florals like geranium. There's patchouli and something else, but that's what's going on in this thing. And that's all the notes that's in the original, and I do detect all that in here. Plus, like I said, that additional little bit of like a mandarin touch to this thing. All these open up a little different than the original, but the longer that they sit on your skin, the closer they actually become to what it truly is, what it's truly imitating. And this one does a good job at it, just like all the others, especially 20 or 30 minutes into the dry down. It's really darn close to Aqu di Gio Profumo. Of course, it's not going to have the same exact spark and magic that the original has. That's just not going to happen. In very, very, very rare cases do you get the opening to the dry down on a clone fragrance that thrusts you into the same atmosphere as what the original does. But for a super discounted price, $8, this thing's doing a really good job for that. The one thing that I will say about this thing that I can complain about is the performance. I don't ever have high expectations on the performance on any of these fragrances because they're so cheap, and this one is not a performer, so it didn't really let me down. But you know, I was just kind of hoping that it would last longer than what it is, because it's like a 3-hour fragrance at the most. It's like 2.5 really. If you overspray, if you spray like crazy, you might get 3.5. But for me, if I wear it before the gym, it's pretty much gone by the time I'm out of the gym. So that makes this a good gym fragrance. The blue one I would say is better because it is exclusively a daytime, fresh, aquatic, citrusy kind of fragrance, whereas this one has some of that heavier stuff like the patchouli and the incense, which makes it a little more versatile, like evening, fall, and stuff like that. But it still works fine in the gym. But also because of those other things, it makes it a little bit less safe of a blind buy. The $8 price tag makes it a safe blind buy regardless, but it's not as mass appealing as the other one, I think. In my opinion, it's still a good smelling fragrance. My rating, however, is going to be a 4.5 out of 10, but that is because of the performance, the poor performance. It's just 6 all day long with the scent profile. It's imitating a masterpiece of a fragrance. My favorite perfumer, Alberto Morillas, he never seems to fail me. It's imitating one of his creations, and they do a really good job at it. It just does not perform good at all. So, again, this is a summertime fragrance. It's daytime, leisure, casual, evening, fall, but only like leisure stuff. This is not a serious, dressed up, business, classy fragrance. It could work in those because it's so inoffensive, but there's much better options for that. Even in this Belcam lineup, there's better options for like a business type of thing. This is not it. This is your throwing gym bag, throwing the center console of your car, just wear out, going to Dollar General or something you want to smell good for a little bit, or even out of the shower. That's what this is good for, but it smells really good. It just doesn't last very long. So I give it a 4 out of 10. A little more youthful than it is mature, but universally loved by pretty much everybody. So for $8, can't really complain. If it performed more, it could probably be a gem. But since it doesn't, I'm giving it a
4.5 out of 10, which still ain't even that bad.
Especially if you're looking to scratch that itch of an Aqu di Gio Profumo clone. They did a decent job with this one. Now, a better alternative, if you are looking for one that actually lasts a decent amount of time, it's behind me somewhere, is Lattafa's Sucrat. It's got its differences between this and Profumo and between this one and Profumo. It's got its differences, but it's a really good one and it lasts a lot longer. It's at least a 5, maybe 6 hour fragrance. So, and it's like $20. Lattafa Sucrat, great alternative to Profumo. So, that's my final thoughts on Belcam's GO Black. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.